Okay. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Habib? Okay. Uh, we are discussing about coordinate geometry. Last week we discussed about unit functions, right? Okay. I told in coordinate geometry we are discussing about two main functions. Two main functions: unit functions and quadratic functions. What's the difference between unit function and quadratic functions? In unit functions, we mainly discussed about straight lines on Cartesian planes. In quadratic functions, we mainly discussed about this type parabolic shapes on Cartesian plane. Parabolic shape, that's a Cartesian plane, maximum and minimum parabolic shapes. Okay, today we have very important part. What is the equation? How to do calculation with these quadratic functions and how to find the maximum point, how to find the minimum point, how to find maximum point, minimum points coordinate, and x-axis cutting points, y-axis cutting points of quadratic functions after complete our final part of the unit functions. Okay, last week we discussed about in unit functions. Last week we discussed about up to a couple of straight lines. Am I correct? Couple of straight lines. Couple of straight lines. Am I correct? Tanmya? Yes. Okay, last week what we discussed, let's summarize first before start our today lesson. Okay, what we discussed last week, we discussed about the distance of on any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Distance of any 2 points on Cartesian plane. How to calculate? AB equal, if you want, you can say the length of AB line. The length of AB line, what is the equation? This is a summary of last week lesson. What's the equation? X2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1, that's mean y coordinate difference squared square root. This is the length of any straight line on the Cartesian plane. Okay. Then how to get the center point coordinates? Center point coordinates, our center point or midpoint coordinates. Center point coordinate. How to calculate? What is the equation? Center point coordinates x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, they are the center point coordinates. Center point coordinates or midpoint coordinates. Okay, finally we discussed about what are the ratio points. Think it is a straight line. This is the 2 to 2 points. 2 into 2 points mean the midpoint, because the straight line divided into two uniform sections, right? Two equal sections. Okay, if you cut straight line into 4 equal segments, 1, 2, 3, 4 equal identical segments, this point is the 1 to 3 point. This is a 1 to 3 point. What is the name of this part? What is the name of this part? This point. This is the 3 to 1 ratio point. This is a 3 to 1 ratio point. This is a 1 to 3 ratio point. 1 to 3 ratio point. Please understand the difference. Okay, what is the ratio value of midpoint? It is 2 to 2 value. or 1-to-1 value, 1-to-1 ratio point, but that we called as midpoint or center point. Okay, that's the last week lesson. Do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt in last week part? Okay, finally we discussed about the equation of straight line. Okay, what is the equation for, what is a common equation for any straight line? It is y equal mx plus c is the common equation. I told always these y and x coordinates always changing. That's why we call x and y are the variable factors. But x and y are the variable factors of this common equation. Then what is the meaning of m? Rehlan, what's the meaning of m? What's the meaning of m? Joel, what's the meaning of m? Very good, gradient. Yes, m is a gradient. M is a gradient. M is a gradient. What's the meaning of C? Plus C. What's the meaning of C? Good. Intercept. Good. Intercept. 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 Okay. Let's revise again because they are very, very important. That's why I again explain. In exam, lot of essay questions and for other practical sessions, especially you need this lesson. That's why I again this lesson explaining. Without this basic coordinate geometry knowledge, after April when we start practical sessions, you will be very trouble if you not cover those straight line equations especially well. Okay, they are very, very important for our practical sessions as well as in exam coordinate geometry question. Definitely this time essay questions coming in coordinate geometry because 25 exam only coming area volume question and only came area volume question and statistic question. But both question little bit advanced. Therefore, in your exam definitely you have coordinate geometry with advanced question. Very important. Okay, what is the common equation of any straight line? Y equal mx plus c is the equation. What is the m? The m is the gradient. What is the c? C is the intercept. Okay, what is the definition of gradient? What's the definition of gradient? The gradient is the tan angle of any straight line with x-axis positive direction. X-axis positive direction. Okay, this is the tan angle of any straight line with x-axis positive direction. This is the Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane. The tan angle, the tan theta with x-axis positive direction. What's the meaning of x-axis? This is the horizontal axis is x. The vertical axis is y. Then x-axis positive direction. This is a positive direction, right? This is a positive direction. The angle with x-axis positive direction we called as a gradient. How to calculate? How to calculate? Now think this point 5, 6. How to calculate? You can get this height and this adjacent side. Then you can calculate the tan theta. Tan theta equal up to this level it's 6 because y value 6. 6 over adjacent side x value 5. Okay, tan theta equals 6 over 5. I told very short method to calculate the gradient. Then gradient equals 6 over 5. Yeah, according to this basic method, I told very simple method to calculate the gradient. The gradient equal y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 divide x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 divide x2 minus x1 or y coordinate difference of any 2 point on the straight line divide by x coordinate difference of any 2 point on the straight line. No need ends, any 2 points sufficient. Okay, I will explain. Any 2 point you can calculate. If you got coordinates of any 2 point, you can calculate the gradient by y coordinate difference divided by the x coordinate difference. Okay, that's a short method. Okay, then what is the meaning of intercept? Intercept, intercept, intercept. What's the meaning of intercept? Intercept. Okay, today we can complete the lesson. We have another quadratic functions. What's the meaning of intercept? Very good. Fatima, what's the meaning of intercept? The definition? Very good. Yes, the y-axis, the cutting point with which axis, Fatima? Y-axis, yes. The y-axis cutting point. Okay, what is the intercept of the given this straight line? Think it is A and think it is B. AB straight line. In the diagram given straight line, what is the intercept? Kabir, Sarmia, what is the intercept of the diagram of the straight line given in the diagram? Kid, quickly, quickly. Yes, no intercept, zero, zero, zero. Hurry. Okay, that's the final last day our summary of our lesson. Hurry. Okay, let's do one calculation. Let's do one calculation to revise last week lesson and let's start today part. Within 5 minutes, let's practice. Okay. Okay, this is the straight line. PQ. This is the straight line PQ. P point coordinates are 5 comma minus 12. This is the center point. Center point coordinates are 2 comma minus 3. 2 comma minus 3. Okay, first of all, question part 1. Above straight line, above PQ straight line. Okay, write down the question. PQ straight line. Straight line. Calculate the Q point coordinates. Calculate the Q point. Calculate the Q point coordinates. Calculate the gradient of the straight line. Third one, calculate the intercept. Calculate the intercept. Fourth one, write the write down the equation of straight line. Write down the equation of the straight line. Final one, draw a rough diagram of straight line on a Cartesian plane. On a Cartesian plane. Okay, that is a summary of last week lesson. If you can calculate this type question, you have full knowledge about last week lesson. Okay, done. Quickly calculate. Quickly calculate. Okay, complete. Amina. Okay, PQ straight line. Yes, PQ is a straight line. Now the PQ, the midpoint is a C. C is the midpoint of the PQ straight line. Okay. The question asks calculate the Q point coordinates. Yes, the midpoint coordinates are given. Midpoint coordinates given. You want to calculate the Q point coordinates. Q point coordinates. How to calculate? Okay, question part one. Question part one. Okay, can you send me what is the Q point coordinates? What are the Q point coordinates? Anyone? What are the Q point coordinates? Here then. Okay, how to calculate the midpoint coordinate calculation method? Okay, the midpoint value equal to x value 2. Midpoint x value 2. 2 equal, what is the equation? X1 plus x2. What is x1? X1, 5. 5. Now you can say it is x minus y. Now x plus 5 divide by 2 is the 2. Now you can say x plus 5 over 2 equal to, now cross multiplication, 2 into 2, 4. 4 equal x plus 5. Now x equal 5 get into this direction. X equal 4 minus 5, it is minus 1. This is x coordinate. X coordinate. Okay, how to calculate y? Same method. Same method. Now y plus minus 12 equal to minus 3. Y plus minus 12 over 2 equal to minus 3. Minus 3. Okay, first cross multiplication. First cross multiplication. 2 into minus 3, it is minus 6 equal y plus into minus, it is minus 12. Okay, now to isolate the y, minus 12 get into left side direction, it's come to positive 12. Then minus 6 plus 12, it is plus 6. Plus 6 is the answer. Okay, now C point coordinates are asking. The question asks what is a Q point coordinates? Then Q point equal minus 1 comma 6, x coordinate minus 1 and y coordinate 6. This is the answer. Y coordinate 6. Sarmia, correct? I think you all are correct now because now we are doing this is a, I think fourth time we are doing same things in theory lessons, and last week we discussed. Good. Okay. Calculate the gradient of this straight line. How to calculate the gradient? How to calculate the gradient? How to calculate the gradient? Very simple. How to calculate the gradient? Gradient with m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. How to calculate y2 minus y1? You can get the now you can say it is minus 1. The y coordinate value minus 1 comma 6. Okay, now you can select any two points. Okay, think I think you got P and Q points. I'm going to select P and C points to calculate the gradient. Any 2 points you can select. Same answer. Let's check. What is the method? Y coordinate difference minus x coordinate divide by x coordinate difference. Minus 3. Okay, minus 3 minus 3 minus 12. Minus 12. Minus 3 minus 12 divide by x coordinate difference. 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5. Please keep remember, if you get the difference or subtraction, please remember to follow same pattern, same order, same direction. You can't do like this. Minus 3 minus 12, 5 minus 2, wrong. Okay, you have to get into same direction like this. Minus 3 minus 12, not 5 minus 2, 2 minus 5. I think you got the point. Okay, minus 3 minus plus. Then what happened? Minus 3 plus 12. It is 9. Divide by minus 3. Minus 3. Okay, what is the gradient? Gradient equal 9 over 3, it is 3, minus 3 is answer. Minus 3 is answer. Who correct this? Pehlan correct? Good. Minus 3 is the answer. Good, Sarmia. Yeah, if you got P and Q points, coordinate, same answer coming. Same answer. Minus 3 is the answer. Kabir correct? Okay. This is the question number 2. Calculate the gradient. Done. Okay, calculate the intercept. How to calculate intercept now? Okay, what is the common equation? Question part 3. What is the common equation of any straight line? Y equal mx plus c is the common equation. Now, what's the method? Now you can select any point on a straight line, the coordinate of any point. Okay, now I'm going to substitute these q point coordinates that we found in the previous question, first question. Okay, how to substitute? Now y value equal on q point, y value equal 6 equal the gradient you calculated, it is minus 3 into q point x value minus 1 plus c you don't know. Okay, now if you can isolate the c, this is the answer for intercept of this straight line. Okay, what to do? 6 equal minus 3 into minus 1, it is plus 3. 3 plus c. Okay, now c equal 3 get into this direction, then it is 3 again. 3 is the intercept. The gradient minus 3, the plus c is the intercept. Plus c is the intercept. Plus c is the intercept. Correct? Well done. Joel? Good. The plus c is the intercept. Okay, final one. Now, before final one, question part 4. What is the equation of this straight line? What's the equation? Now, I told always x and y coordinates are variables. No? Therefore, we don't need to mention these values in our equation. We don't need to mention these x and y values because point to point they are changing. They are variables. Point to point they are changing. Okay, now we can say the equation of our straight line, question part 4. What's the equation? Y is a variable, y equal minus 3 because gradient minus c, x is another variable. Okay, y equal minus 3x plus 3 is the equation of this given straight line. Understood? X and y variables we don't need to mention in the common equation of any straight line. We can, everyone know what's the value of x and y. They are variables, they are changing point to point. That's why we are not going to mention on the equation. Okay, next one. Final question. Now you already know the equation, gradient, intercept, everything you found. Everything you found. Now what your question? Draw a rough diagram, rough sketch diagram on your book on a Cartesian plane, this straight line on a Cartesian plane. Okay, this is x-axis and this is a y-axis. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay, what is the gradient? Sorry, what's the gradient of this straight line? What is the equation? Y equal minus 3x plus 3 is the equation. plus tree. The y-axis cutting point is a tree. Okay. Now, it's y-axis cutting point C. Tree, sorry, tree. Tree is the y-axis cutting point. Think it is, this is a tree, y-axis cutting point. And the gradient minus tree, therefore, this is the shape of the straight line. This is the shape of the straight line. This is the shape of straight line. Okay, as I think you are remember now, the gradient is a minus value. That means tan angle minus value mean if you can remember this circular bases I explained in the trigonometry lesson. This is the first circular base, second circular base, third circular base, and fourth circular base. Fourth circular bases. I told in first circular base all trigonometric values are positive. All trigonometric values are positive. Therefore, this is not the direction. The yellow color one is not the direction of the straight line. Can you understand? If it is yellow color one, the gradient always should be positive. Joel, can you understand what I say? In first circular base, I told all trigonometric ratios positive. Therefore, tan value is also positive. It is not the straight line. But in second circular base only sign positive, cos negative, cos tan negative. That's why I got this direction. This is a rough diagram of the straight line, PQ straight line, like PQ. P and Q coordinates also given. If you want, we can mark. Okay, P. What's the P coordinates? Think it is P. But Q coordinate. Yeah, we can draw this into a values now, x and y values. Okay, P coordinates. Yeah, this is -1 and 6. 6, 6, 6. Think it is 6 -1, 6. This is a Q point. Q point. Where it is P point. Think it is 5. And -12. Think it is -12. This point is a P. And this is the 6, no? Then it is 3. Now you can draw. May I the -12. It is 5. It's minus 1. Okay, this is the straight line. As I told, our prediction is correct, right? Our prediction is correct. See, this is the straight line. Our prediction is perfect, right? I told this is the direction. Okay, mami values network क्यों make direction निकल? Yes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, any doubt? No, Fatima? Okay, that's the final target. Final target. You have straight line, final target, final one. You have straight line A coordinate equal 8 comma minus 3 and B coordinate equal minus 4 comma plus 2. Okay, that is a straight line. Can you sketch the AB straight line? Sketch the AB straight line on a Cartesian plane. Okay, that's your target. Without any question, you have to calculate. You have to sketch this diagram. Sketch this straight line on the Cartesian plane. Okay, first you have to calculate the gradient, then intercept, equation. Now finally you can sketch the diagram, straight line on the straight Cartesian plane. Okay, let's calculate the gradient. Gradient equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What's the value of y2 minus y1? 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 divide by x2 minus x1 minus 4 minus 8. 2 minus plus 5 over minus minus 4 minus 8 minus 12. Minus 12. This is a gradient. This is the gradient. It's a minus value, minus 5 over 12. Minus 5 over 12 is a gradient. Minus 5 over 12 is a gradient. The gradient equal minus 5 over 12. This is a gradient of this AB straight line. Okay, next step. Next step, calculate the intercept. Okay, if you know the gradient, you can just isolate, substitute it y equal mx plus c equation, mx plus z equation. You can isolate the c. Okay, you can select any y coordinate. I'm going to select a point y coordinate minus 3 equal the gradient was minus 5 over 12. A point x coordinate 8 plus c is the intercept. Okay, now minus 3 equal minus now 12 and 8 cancel. It is 3 times 2 times 4. Now 5 into 2 10. 10 mean minus 10. Minus 10 over 3 plus c. Okay, how to calculate c now? 10 over minus 10 over 3 get into this direction. Okay, minus 3 equal, what's the value of 10 over 3? 10 over 3, 3.33 value, right? Plus 3.33 equals c. Okay, what's the value? 0.33 is the answer. 0.33 is the intercept. 0.33, very small value. 0.33 is the intercept of the AB straight line. Okay, everything calculated. Now you can draw your result in a Cartesian plane. On a Cartesian plane. Okay, this is my Cartesian plane. You don't need to mark all data because they are sketch diagrams. No? That is enough to mark only required data. This is x-axis and y-axis and what's the intercept? 0.03. This is the intercept. 0.03, not 0.33. 0.33 is the intercept. What else values required? A point required, right? A point 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3. In x-axis 8. X-axis 8 minus 3. Think this is a minus 3. This is a point A. Now you can mark the B point. B point minus 4 comma 2. Minus 4 in x-axis. This is a minus 4. Minus 4. Minus 4, what is that next? Minus 4 plus 2. This is a plus 2. This is a plus 2. This is a B point. B point. Now you can draw your diagram or straight line on the Cartesian plane. Actually, this is a 0 point. This cutting point is a 0.33 is the cutting point. Any idea? Doubt? Who correct this? Kabir correct? Good. Okay, let's start our today part. The couple of straight lines. Couple of straight line. Couple of straight line. Couple of straight lines. Couple of straight lines. Couple of straight lines. Okay, couple of straight lines. Okay, couple mean you already know two. Okay, the couple of straight lines mean the relationship between two straight lines. Okay, that's the meaning of couple of straight lines. Okay, when we consider about couples, we have two relationship between mainly two relationships between two straight lines. The first one, parallel straight lines. Parallel straight lines. Parallel straight lines. The second one, perpendicular straight lines. Perpendicular straight lines. Perpendicular straight lines. Parallel straight lines and perpendicular straight lines. Okay, what's the meaning of parallel straight lines? Parallel straight lines. Parallel straight lines mean they have same gap and no meet anywhere, right? Make up a two straight lines are not meet anywhere. Okay, that's the meaning of parallel straight lines. Parallel straight lines. The main relationship, if you got think AB straight line parallel to PQ straight line. If it is parallel to each other, remember their gradients are completely equal. That's a condition. If they are parallel, that's a if they are parallel, that's a rule. That's a if they are parallel, they are gradients. Think AB gradient M1, PQ gradient M2. Then if they are parallel, how about their gradient? M1 completely equal to the M2. That's the one part, one side. If two straight lines are parallel, their gradients are equal. In other sides, the same thing we can say. If any two straight lines, their gradients are equal, now we can decide they are parallel. Understood? එක පැත්තකින් if they are parallel, their gradients are same. In other side, if they are any two straight lines gradients equal, we can identify they are parallel straight lines. Understood? Understood? Okay, perpendicular straight lines. Okay, what's the relationship between perpendicular straight lines? Okay, perpendicular mean think AB has 90-degree angle to the right angle with a PQ straight line. Okay, that's called as two straight lines are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other. If they are perpendicular, think AB gradient M1 and PQ gradient M2. Then if you multiply this M1 into M2, M1 and M2, if you multiplied, remember the value equal -1. That's a constant value. This is the rule. If any two straight lines are perpendicular to each other, their gradient multiplication equal to the -1. In other word, in other side, any two straight lines gradients multiplication -1, they are perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other. Okay, done. Okay, if you want, you can note down, take it note. If you want, if you don't have theory note, please note down. In lesson, I already explained those things. In details, I explained. That's a summary actually. Last Sunday, we missed one class, no? We have to get an extra class to complete the uh, electricity lesson and start our new lesson. We are going to start our new lesson, statistics. After complete the statistics, we can start our theory lessons, uh, environment chemistry, cell structure, polymer. They are simple theory lessons, natural product and industrial chemistry. We have 5. Okay, complete. Okay, let's do a question. Question number 1. Question number 1. Okay, draw this diagram. Draw this diagram. Okay, draw this diagram. Write down. Write down the question. Write down the question. AB is a, sorry, PQ is a straight line parallel to the AB straight line. AB straight line. PQ is a straight line parallel to the AB straight line. C is the midpoint of, C is the midpoint of PQ straight line. PQ straight line. The PQ straight line, the midpoint is the C. Question part 1. Calculate the gradient of AB straight line. Calculate the gradient of AB straight line. Second one, calculate the gradient of PQ straight line. PQ straight line. Third one, calculate the intercept C of PQ straight line. Finally, calculate the equation of PQ straight lines. Okay, quickly calculate. I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay. First, calculate the gradient of AB straight line, then calculate the gradient of PQ straight line, calculate the intercept of the PQ straight line. Finally, you can get the equation of the PQ straight line. But the problem, the PQ straight line only given midpoint. No, any P or Q points are not given. Please note down first the diagram first. A point coordinate 5 comma plus 8 plus 5 comma plus 8. B point coordinates plus 3 comma minus 2. C point PQ midpoint is a C point. C point coordinates 5 comma 2. No minus value in C, on C point. Okay. Send your answer for question number 1, part 1. Yes. How to calculate the gradient? The gradient of AB straight line, AB to both points are given. Okay, then gradient equal y2 minus y1. 8 minus, I'm going to get into this direction, 8 minus 2. Any direction you can get, but both x and y you have to get into same direction. Now 8 minus 2 I got, 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3. 8 minus 2 it is 10, because minus minus plus. 5 minus 3 2, it is 5. AB straight line gradient 5. Then what is the PQ straight line gradient? PQ straight line gradients also 5, because both parallel. They are parallel. If they are parallel, what happened? Their gradients are equal. Calculate the C, that means intercept of PQ straight line. The gradient you found, now you can isolate, you can substitute this equation into our basic equation. Y equal mx plus C. What's the intercept? Okay, what is it? I have to select one point on the, yeah, at least 1 point required on PQ straight line, that is given. The midpoint coordinates are given 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2. That means x value 5, gradient was 5 into 2 plus C. 5 equal 10 plus C. Then what is the gradient? Gradient equal, so the intercept equal minus 5. Minus 5 is the intercept. Minus 5 is the intercept. Okay. Now you know gradient and intercept both. Now you can move into our final question. What is the equation of the unknown straight line, PQ straight line? It's y equal 5x minus 5 is the equation of the straight line. Okay, very simple questions. Okay. Okay, final question before moving to practice questions. Okay, I hope to today discuss all past paper questions based on linear functions, unit functions of the lesson. The unit function exam questions we can discuss today. We have 1 more hour. If you have time only, I'm going to start quadratic function. If not, we can start next Sunday. However, we need extra class on this week. We have to take it Friday. Okay, let's get extra class on Friday. Okay, who correct this? Raise hand. Fatima? Rehlan? Correct, right? Okay, let's do final unit functions, final practice question. Unit functions, final practice question. They are very simple. Okay, draw this diagram. And the question, AB straight line is perpendicular to the PQ straight line. And AB going through the midpoint of the PQ straight line. Then this is a midpoint. The first question, the first part, calculate C point coordinates. Calculate C point coordinates. Next, calculate PQ straight line, gradient of PQ straight line. Calculate the gradient of PQ straight line. Next, calculate the gradient of AB straight line. Fourth one, calculate the intercept of AB straight line. Intercept of AB. Final one, write the equation. Write the equation of AB straight line. AB straight line. Okay, this is a question. I'll give you 3 minutes. Quickly do this. Try to do this quickly. Complete. Complete. Okay, what are the answers? First, calculate the C point coordinates. The C point coordinate. The C is the midpoint of PQ straight line, right? The C is the midpoint of the PQ straight line. Then how to calculate the C point coordinates? Okay, no need calculations. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 over 2, 10. Minus 10 plus 6, it is minus 4. Minus 4 over 2, minus 2. No need calculation. Minus 10, comma, minus 2. Correct? Right hand. Sarmya Hari. Good. Good. Calculate the M of the PQ. PQ straight line gradient. Okay, I'll mark this part. PQ straight line gradient. How to calculate gradient of any straight line M equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 minus y1 means 12 minus, sorry, minus 10 minus 10 minus 6 over 12 minus 8. What's the gradient value? Minus 10 minus 6 minus 16. Minus 16 over 12 minus 8, it is 4. Then what's the value? Minus 4 is the answer. Minus 4 is the answer, not plus 4. Minus 4 is a gradient. Minus 4 is a gradient. Okay, that's the gradient of the PQ straight line. Gradient of the PQ straight line. Okay, next calculate the gradient of the AB straight line. How to calculate AB straight line? Now you already know if they are parallel to each other. If they are parallel to each other, M1 into M2 equal what? Minus 1. That's a constant. Now M1 you found minus 4. M2 you don't know, equal minus 1. M2 equal, both sides divide by minus 4, minus 1 over minus 4. What's the answer? Minus to minus cancel. Minus to minus cancel. 1 over 4 means 0.25 or 1 over 4. 0.25 is the AB straight line gradient. Right hand? Are you correct? Fatima, correct? Good, Samia. It's 0.25 or 1 over 4. Plus, not minus. Minus to minus cancel out. Okay, finally, calculate the intercept of AB. Okay, intercept of AB. Now you can calculate y equal mx plus c as usual. I have to select one point. I'm going to select, calculate the intercept of AB. AB straight line, it has only one point because this cutting point only. That's 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2, the y value equal 10 minus 2. Sorry, the gradient was, the gradient of AB straight line 0.25. See, instead of 0.25, better to add 1 over 4. The x value was 10. Sorry, it's minus 2. Y value is minus 2. Good. Plus C. Now you can isolate the C. Now you can isolate the C. Minus 2 equal 10 over 4. 10 over 4 means what's the value? 2.5. No? 2.5 plus 2.5 plus C. Okay, C equal minus 2 minus 2.5. It is minus 4.5 is the intercept of AB straight line. Correct? Are you correct? Salmia? Minus 4.5, not plus 4.5, minus 4.5. Good. Okay, if you got the intercept, now you can write the equation of AB straight line. Equation for AB straight line, y equal 104 x minus 4.5. Okay, this is a final equation of the AB straight line. Okay, complete. Any doubt up to now? That's the end of unit functions. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay. Now, if you have papers, if you have past papers, please get 2020 paper. In 2020 paper, please get your past papers. I hope you have printed papers now. I told we need printed papers. You don't need mark schemes printed, but papers you have to get printouts. Past papers. Twenty 2020. Okay. Go to page number essay questions, page number 8, essay question number 1, 2. Essay question number 6. Okay. Please carefully read this question. This question is based on the basic concept of technology used to make judgments in physics. Judgment in cricket. Sorry, not physics. Cricket. Judgment in cricket. Figure 1 show the top view of the cricket ground. Yes. This is a top view of the cricket ground. A and B are positions of two fielders. A and B are the positions of two fielders. The dotted lines CD, the problem, this paper it's not visible. I think your paper, it is visible. It will be visible. Okay, let me try to get another diagram. No, it's not visible. Okay, no problem. AB are the positions of two fielders. The dotted line CD show the straightening path of the ball hit by the batsman. Okay, think there is another line here. That's a ball path. A certain uh, coordinate system is placed on the image so that it is origin coincides with the center of the circular ground. Yes. This diagram is not drawn to the scale. Yes. The midpoint of straight line AB. Okay, Branda, the midpoint of straight line AB. Okay, where it is AB? The AB is the straight line now. Okay, let's draw AB as a straight line now. AB is a straight line like this. AB is a straight line. The midpoint of straight line AB is the origin. The midpoint is given. The coordinates of B points are also given. Find the following coordinates of A point. Coordinates of A point. Okay, now I'm going to draw our. There are A-level questions. Sorry. The past paper 2020 A-level. 2020 A-level question number 6. I'll give you other questions as well. This is a paper. Could you find it? New syllabus, not old syllabus. New syllabus means it's your syllabus. Others, could you find the paper? Fatima? Okay. Now the question given, AB straight line midpoint 0, 0. Okay, I'm going to draw that on our board for easy understand. Okay, think this is a ground. This is a ground. And for easy understand, it has position on a Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane like this. Okay, this is the A. This is a B now. Sorry. A, B need to be changed. A and B. Okay, this is a straight line now. This is a straight line now. Oh, we can't draw this angle. Okay, this is a straight line now. And sorry, this is not the straight line. I can name him. The problem, we can't draw this in this shape. Okay, think not actually like this. It is moving center point like this. Yes, this is a straight line. This is a straight line. The green color one is a straight line. Its center axis, this is a 0, comma 0. This is a center axis. Center axis. And P point coordinates, sorry, A point coordinates given. A point coordinates given. What are the A point coordinates? So the B point coordinates given 30 and 0.2. 30 and 0.2. 30, comma 0.2. Now, the question asks what are the A point coordinates in the part 1? Question part 1, what are the A point coordinates? How to calculate? How to calculate A point coordinates? Same method, right? Then think A point X and Y. X comma Y are the values. Then X plus 30. X plus 30 over 2 equal, what is the answer? 0. Now cross multiplication 0 equal X plus 30. Now X equal minus 30. X equal minus 30. X equal minus 30. See, they are exam questions, very simple. Now, Y coordinate, same method. Same method. Please note down with question number and exam paper number. Past paper 2020 essay part, question number 6, coordinate geometry, unit functions. Now, same method you can follow. 0.2 plus Y over 2 equals 0. Then cross multiplication 0 equal 0.2 plus Y. Now 0.2 get into this direction, then it is Y equal minus 0.2 is the gradient. Correct? Understood, Rehlan? Sarmya? Good. Okay, question number 2, part 2, 2020 exam. Gradient of the AB line. If you know 2 points, now you can calculate the gradient. Very simple. Question part 2. Gradient of the M equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What's the value of y2 minus y1? 30 minus 0. Any 2 point you can get. Okay. 30 minus 0. Sorry, y2, sorry. For x 30 minus 0, correct. 0 0.2 minus 0. 0 0.2 minus 0. Then it is 0 0.2 over 30 is the gradient. What's the value? 2 over 300. 0 0.2 over 30. What's the gradient? Now it is according to method, according to the concept, what is the gradient? The tan angle with x-axis positive direction. Now you can see this angle is very low, very small angle. That's why this value is very low, very small value. Okay, send me your answer. 0 0.2 over 30. What is value? Abhi? 0 0.2 over 30. Yes, 0 0.006. Good. 0 0.006 is a gradient. This is a gradient of the AB line. That's a very small value. That's why the angle with positive side x-axis is very low, very less value. Okay. Question part B. The coordinates of C are 0.8. Line CD is perpendicular to the line AB. Okay, there is another CD line. I will draw in this one. Okay, think this is a CD. Now it is very simple, right? Now there is another one, okay, this is the CD line. This is a CD line. This is a CD line. This is a C and D. The coordinate of C are given 0 and 8. 0 and 8. X 0 and sorry, then C point first I can mark 0 and 8. Sorry. X axis 0, y axis 8. Yeah, this is a one point, that's a C. C equals 0, comma 8. 0, comma 8, they are the coordinates. C. Line CD is perpendicular to the line AB. Find the following of the straight line, the gradient. Okay. Now I think this is a D, but I don't know exactly. I don't know what's the shape, but I think these are AD. Sorry, CD. Okay. Now it is given perpendicular. These two AB and CD lines are perpendicular to each other. We got the gradient of AB line. We got that was 0.006. If they perpendicular, now the question asks, what is the gradient of CD line? What's the gradient of CD line? Gradient of CD line. Okay, what to do? If it is perpendicular, if perpendicular, what is the concept? M1 into M2 equal minus 1. That's a constant. M1 value already found. That's 2 over 300. 2 over 300 or 0, 0.2 over 30, right? Equal M2. M2 don't know. M2 don't know. It is minus 1. Minus 1. Cross multiplication. 2M2 equal minus 300. Now M2 equal minus 300 over 2. M2 equal minus 150. Who correct this? Sorry, minus 150. Okay, they are the A-level questions. Minus 150. Who correct this? Anyone got before me? Abid? Okay, this is the gradient of this CD line, the new line. Okay, now you can see the same thing that we discussed in the lesson. Again asked in the exam, right? Same as theory question. Okay, now the question asks, what is the y-intercept of the CD line? Okay, calculate what's the y-intercept of the CD line. The gradient you calculate. Y-intercept mean you can substitute into common equation y equal mx plus c. The now c coordinates are given 0, 8. Now 8 is the y value. Gradient minus 150 into x 0 plus c. Now c equal 8. This is the intercept. 8 is the intercept. 8 is the intercept. Equation. Now what is the equation? What's the equation? Y is a variable. Y equal minus 150x plus 8. If you have any doubt, please ask me. You all understood? Good. Sarmya? The same thing. See, they are exam questions. Rehlan? Rehlan, yes or no? Rehlan? No, mean what's the question? Quickly. What's your doubt? Which part stuck? This part? Okay, in first question we got the a point coordinates. A point coordinates. Okay. Make a hard Rehlan. That's an okay. A point coordinates. Yeah, that's a problem. Now the same, okay, you can note down answers, then you can try again after class. That's the best way. Fatima, understood? Hi. Okay, let's move into part C. Along the CD line, the balls travels towards the opposite wickets. Given that the coordinates of the stumps are 0.12, comma minus 10. Okay, the wicket coordinates are given. Determine whether the ball is hit the stump or not. Okay, the ball hits the stumps or not. That's the point you need to calculate. Along the CD line, the ball travels towards the opposite wickets. Yeah, given that the coordinates, yeah, CD line එකෙන් තමයි යන්නේ. Okay, now this is the CD line. This is the CD line. This is the CD line. Now you got the equation of the CD line. This is the equation of the CD line. Okay, this is the equation of the CD line. Y equal minus 150x plus 8 is the equation. This is the equation of the CD line. The question asks, along this straight line, along this CD straight line, a ball is moving along this path. The question asks, if it is stump coordinate minus 1 to 0.12 and minus 10, stumps coordinates 0.12 comma minus 10, right? Minus 10, 0.12 comma minus 10. The question asks whether its ball hit the wicket or not. වදිනවද නැද්ද කියලා අහන්න. හරිද? කොහොමද calculate කරන්නේ? Yes, you can use what is the y coordinate? The equation you already know. The equation you found. Y coordinate minus 10. Minus 10 equal, what is x coordinate? Minus 150. What's x coordinate? 0.12 plus 8. Okay, minus 115 to 0.12. What's the value, Joel? Minus 115 to 0.12. Minus 18 plus 8. Can you understand? Minus 18 plus 8 mean it's minus 10. Y also minus 10. Okay, what is minus 10 equal to minus 10 mean? What is our final conclusion? We can say if it is the points, the stumps along the CD path. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ stump coordinates මෙයාට equal වෙනවා කියන්නේ the this point is a this coordinate is a point which is located on this path, on this straight line. Can you understand? Then you can say the stumps along the CD path, therefore ball hits the stumps. Done? Understood? Rehlan, how about this? Sarnya? Okay. You have practice again and again, Rehlan. Okay, part D. Part D. The sector. The sector CMN. Now it is from area volume. In figure 2 indicates strongest batting region in the batsman's batting at C. It is given that the angle of MCN is 30 degree and the radius of CM 62 meter. Calculate the following. The angle in radians. Okay, 30 degrees you can convert into radians. What's the value? 30 degree, how to convert into radian? Part D. They are very simple things. Now everything we have discussed, right? දෙම කරලා තියෙන්නේ D. Part 1. 30 degrees convert into radians. 30 into 5 over 180. 0 to 0. 5 over 6 radian. 5 over 6 radian is the answer. 5 over 6 radian is the answer. Second one, the arc length, MN arc length. Okay, to calculate arc length, what is the equation? This is area volume, not the coordinate geometry. Arc length. Now you already know the radian angle, then S equal R theta is the best one. The R is 62 meter, it is given. Radians, theta radians 5 over 6 radian. 62 over 6. $32.56 approximate 32.5. 32.46 meters. 32.46 meters. Okay, this MN arc length. The area of the sector, consider phi equal 3. Very simple. For area of this sector part, we have very simple equation. The area equal half R square theta radian. half r squared means 62 into 62. Theta same 5 over 6. Sixty-two into cancel into 31. 31 into 62 into 5. Value divide by 6. 1006.35 square meter. They are very, very simple. If you know equations, you can do. Yeah. The 5 value tree, sorry. Previous one also 5 value tree, no? Yeah, that's why we got 5 value tree. Then it is cancel. 31. 62 divided by 2, 31 meters. තවත් lazy කරලා තියෙන්නේ. 5 equal 3 mean cancel. Okay, that one also same. 5 equal 3. Then again cancel. 2. 2 and 31. 31 into 31 on. 31 square. 31 into 31. 961 square meter. 961 square meter. Okay, final part of the essay question. They play area of the ground is confined by an circular boundary line. Given the coordinates of the point on the boundary lines are 16, 63. Calculate the following. Calculate the playing area. Okay. Circular boundary line. Coordinates of a point on the boundary line are 16, 63. Calculate the following of the playing area. Okay, 5 equals 3. The radius. Okay, how to calculate the radius? Again, basic Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now our playground. Okay, this is the zero mark. 0 mark. 0 mark. And there is another point they have found, coordinates of another point that is given in the question. What is the value? What's the value? 16, 63. 16, 63. 16, 63. Now you can calculate the distance between this midpoint to initial point to boundary point. This is the radius. This is just radius. Very simple, right? Very simple. Part T, final part, pi equal 3, that's given. Okay, the radius equal, what is the equation? X2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared square root. X2 minus x1. X2 minus x1, 63, sorry, 16 minus 0. 16 minus 0 squared plus y2 minus y1, 63 minus 0 squared square root. 16 minus 0, 16, 16 is squared plus 63 is squared square root. Okay, 16 is squared. 256 plus 63 squared square root. (65 meters) is the radius. This is the radius. 65 meters. Very simple. If it is 65-meter radius, finally ask the area of the circle. The area of the circle, very simple. Area of the circle, pi r squared. The area equal pi r squared. Phi equal 3, r 65 into 5. The value 12,675 square meter. Okay, any doubt? Okay, that's the end of unit functions. Kabir, understood? Okay. Okay, you can take printouts of all past papers and you can find another questions based on, I'll send you into group. What are the question numbers and years? You can try this question and perfectly prepare for this part. Then within next day, I will explain quadratic functions completely with all questions. Okay, I hope we did maximum today. And let's take another extra class on Friday evening. Okay, goodbye. Good night.